Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys another reading. So today's topic is twin flame lovers. How are you affected by each other? So some of you guys might find yourselves on the twin flame journey, or maybe you just have a deep soul bond and connection with someone. You're not sure what it is. We don't really need to even focus on a label. We're just focusing on the energy between you and someone special. So I do tend to channel for those that are experiencing either a separation or challenge in your connection. So please keep that in mind. But at the end of the day, you guys, just take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. All the decks I'll be using here today will be listed in the description box down below, as well as these two beautiful organites here. So let's dive into this. Basically, this is going to be a divine masculine versus the divine feminine. Anybody can hold that energy. You just kind of decide what is making sense for you. So the first thing that we're going to take a look at is mental telepathy. What current information is being shared back and forth between the two of you? You know, sometimes you just all of a sudden are just hit with information, right? It's just this download, or maybe you even hear a song and you're just like, whoa, the lyrics are just speaking to me. I feel like it's my person just saying something to me. All of those things are forms of telepathy. So it can come to you in many ways. So let's just go ahead and see what the divine masculine is sending the divine feminine's way. So we're going to go into this deck right here. This is the Divine Masculine Haunted cards. And we're just going to see what are the words, lyrics that he is sending your way. Divine Feminine. We have Ghost, reaching for a dream that always fades. Okay, so this masculine, one of the forms of telepathy that you're receiving from this masculine is through your dreams, feminine. So when you wake up, okay, you may not 100% remember everything. Like, you know that your masculine was in that dream. You do. And he may have even said certain words to you, but when you wake up, it's almost like it's starting to fade away. You can't make it out. It's not exactly clear, but you know something. So what I'm getting in that instance when that happens, just trust that everything that was presented to you in that dream, everything that you need to know is in your subconscious. You might be able to retrieve that information later. So don't get too frustrated with yourself if something isn't clear. The information that is meant to come forth at a specific time will. So that's very interesting. So that could be a specific message for someone out there that you had a dream or will have a dream recently, or soon, and there's something that you can't quite put your finger on, but you know there was some importance or something related to your masculine and something he was saying or doing in that dream. All right, let's go into my Love Bites Tarot and get some information on that. Ooh, interesting. The Ace of Swords. There will be clarity. It's something to do with, like, you may have asked to dream about your masculine, and what I'm getting here is his higher self has heeded that call. I think that's the right phrase. Yeah, basically has answered. And so something is coming to you in the form of communication and telepathy. Now, the Ace of Swords is definitely clear, right? But if it's not clear and it's fading and you're not quite sure, this will come with time. So something will be made clear to you. It might be something that you see throughout the day where you're just like, it clicks and it reminds you of that dream. And then you're just like, that makes sense. I understand the message now. So definitely pay attention to that, okay? Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is a card of holding on, okay? It's a card of holding on very tightly to something. It could be a card that is seen as somebody who's being stubborn. So maybe that is your masculine's vibe right now. Maybe he is not wanting to let go of something. He's not wanting to change in some way. So there's some clear message that's coming to you on how he feels about that, right? So if we're reaching for a dream, but it always fades away, it means something's within reach, but we can't conclude it. We can't finish it. We can't reach whatever it is, the goal. So this masculine is basically, I feel, telling you, feminine and telepathic wise, that he feels blocked. He feels like he needs more clarity, or he feels like he's unable to do something at this particular time. So that could be something that comes to you. And on the bottom of the deck, I have the Nine of Swords. This is interesting. This is another card of a dream, but it's a nightmare. This might be the form of a nightmare. And this nightmare could be telling you this is where your masculine's mental state is. He's basically in a dream. He feels like he's in a nightmare, like he can't get out of something or situation, or some sort of darkness has a hold of him. And I don't mean like an evil spell or spirit or any of that crap. What I'm talking about is just his own stuff working against him. It could be low self-esteem, low self-worth, unhealed trauma, wounds. It could be codependency on partners that, don't treat us well. There could be many, many things that the masculine is, being held down by. And so there may be something that's coming to you in the form of information, either through a dream or just it's like a dream where you're just like, I feel like I know something, but I'm not exactly sure. You will understand whatever this is and what the masculine is going through with time. So try not to focus on it too much. I feel like it will just come to you when you least expect it, actually. Very specific message. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and see, what are you, feminine, sending the masculine's way? This is my Divine Feminine Ghosted deck. Oh, wow. The power of goodbye. You were my lesson I had to learn. This is a song by Madonna. So, you guys, it says, there was something that you had to learn. You probably had to learn the hard way. You had to say goodbye to this masculine. It may be that there was just something going on that just was now leaking over into your well-being, and it was dragging your spirit down. It was dragging your journey down, and you just basically had to say goodbye. You had to take back your power from a situation, and you had to, walk away. And sometimes that's the most loving thing that you can do, especially when someone is wallowing in it, doesn't want to change, is holding on to things that aren't good for them. It, has the power, the opportunity to disconnect from things that are unhealthy, but chooses not to. So definitely feel like there may even been a ghosting thing too that's happened here. So I just have to definitely pay attention to that. This masculine may have ghosted you, feminine, and so you may have gotten to a point where you're just like, I just have to walk away for now. I have to learn, I have to go forward, and I have to continue to live my life. So that could be a significant message here. For you too, feminine. But your energy and your message to the masculine is that it's not the kind of message that you're sending that you're just there waiting. Absolutely not. It's not a harsh message either. It just means that I have to walk away with my head held high, with my dignity and my integrity intact, and I have to do what's best for me. So, I wish you well. I hope you can figure this out, but I've got to remove myself from the situation. So that seems to be your energy towards him and what you guys are telepathically communicating back and forth. So, yeah, the Nine of Swords does indicate there could be like a little bit of a nightmare or a bad dream. And it's through that we're getting some clarity as to where our twin flame is. The King of Cups. Yeah, you're doing it in a very mature way, feminine. This is not coming from a vindictive state. It's not coming from a place of, well, F you, then I'm gone. It's really actually coming from the King of Cups. The King of Cups to me is somebody who has gone through a death and a transformation, somebody who is working on mastering themselves on an emotional level, acting very mature. The King of Cups knows when to speak, knows when to communicate, knows when to share things. The King of Cups feels a lot, but he doesn't always say it. He knows, like I said, he's very discerning. And I feel like that's where you're at, feminine. You have a lot of love for this masculine. Absolutely. It's here with the King of Cups. But you can only do so much, You can only do so much either waiting. You can only do so much hoping before you have to figure out a way to carry on. And that's what I'm seeing that you're doing here. And it's very loving. And I feel like it is being given to the masculine in this very loving way. But the thing is, just because we're sending love someone's way, or we're doing something for the good, like I'm doing this for you, I'm doing what's best, people don't always feel it that way. Eventually they might, but they don't always see it or feel it that way. They don't always understand our intentions. So there could be this just kind of a period where it's a little bit of a nightmare right now. Masculine might be lost in the darkness right now. But I love that because, see, the Chariot to me, it means that you're willing to move forward. If you guys are meant to meet back up on this road down the line, you have love still. You might be open to this, but for now, you know that you have to carry on. Absolutely. You know that your masculine is not ready for you at this time to join you on this journey in the 3D world. There is something that he is fighting. There is something that he is battling. There's some kind of darkness there that he is still, trying to fix, wrap up, etc. So let's go ahead and get another round. Let's get another round here. I feel like I'm drowning, and I forget what song. Well, that's the song. I forget who sings it. I will try to remember to put my playlist of both of these decks down below so you guys can check it out. You're killing me slow. You're not killing this masculine slow, feminine. Whatever he is caught up in, he's drowning in it. He's wallowing in something. Remember, the Four of Pentacles is very much like it's like a hoarding energy. I refuse to let go, even though it's killing me slow, even though I know it's not good for me, even though I know that I need to let go of this, I'm drowning instead. This is somebody who might be in the midst of an addiction, an obsession, like a codependent situation, very toxic. There could be someone else. I don't know what everybody's story is. But what I'm getting for you, feminine, is that you're not really standing there just waiting for the masculine to, fix this. And you may be hopeful. You might be sending him love, holding him in, your heart, but you're not standing by and putting your life on hold while this masculine works whatever this is out. Okay? So something definitely feels like it is, kind of drowning him and taking him under. It's like I'm getting that song also from I'm Going Under from Evanescence. And I know in that song, it seems to me that she is dealing with somebody who's extremely toxic. There is something or someone in this masculine's life that may be extremely toxic, and it is pulling him under. And so I feel, feminine, that this is really your only option here, the power of goodbye, which is, I learned my lesson. My lesson is I can't save you. My lesson is, I can't wait. I have to carry on. I still have a life to live. I still have a mission and a purpose while I'm here, whether it's with or without you. I still have it. It still exists. I still have to fulfill something for myself and this world. So that's what we have. We have the Princess of Wands, the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is, to me, it's a younger energy for one. So it could be that there is some growing that this masculine is undergoing right now. Really needing to I hate to say this, but get something out of a system. I do see the Page of Wands as somebody who is very curious, and they learn like a child through trial and error. And I just kind of feel like that is something the masculine is going to have to do on his own. He is going to have to learn in his own way, like a child would have to learn in their own way, even though when you set the child into the world and you hear about things and you're just like, oh God, see, you've already learned those lessons, so it's easy for you to say it. But when you're in it, when you're a child and you haven't gone through certain things, you do have to learn in your own way. So I feel like that's really where the masculine is at with this lesson. So he, in a way, is crying out for help, feminine. And I feel like it is very difficult for you not to just want to drown yourself in order to save him. This might be your current battle. That might be your current battle with the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is karma. A karmic connection, relationship, or a karmic cycle that this masculine is currently caught up in. So the only way out is for the masculine to take control and the wheel of his life. It's the only way. He's the only one that can steer himself out of the situation, whatever it is. So I feel, feminine, that you're getting that very loud and clear. You understand that. You're no longer wasting time or drowning yourself trying to save this, trying to put all of your effort in to carry this or to keep it afloat. I feel like that's been a very hard lesson for you, but you are learning it, and I say congratulations to you. All right, so let's go ahead and get another one for you, feminine. So you may understand all of this is going on with the masculine because you're getting it telepathically, okay? The Power. Oh, wow. Look at this. The Power. We have two cards that say the Power. That's crazy. Never had this happen before with this deck. The Power of Goodbye and The Power of Love. This is Celine Dion. But there's also other songs like The Power of Love from Huey Lewis and the News, and I think other people sing it too. I'm always by your side. Look, see, this, you're not abandoning this masculine feminine, but you are doing what's right for the both of you right now, and that includes yourself. So the power of love, yes. The power of loving someone, unconditionally from afar is very powerful. And, it might be so powerful that it creates some sort of a shift or change in this dynamic between the two of you. But owning your own power and stepping into your own power and loving yourself and honoring yourself is a very powerful thing to do as well. And I just feel like that's something that you are practicing at this point, Divine Feminine. So what you're sending the masculine's way is love. Absolutely. And I do feel that he does feel your love. He does feel your, especially when he's in a dark time, for sure. But it may be, and it's not to say that's not enough. It's just that he needs to also find the power within himself to pull himself out. No one is going to save him except for himself. We have the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is definitely a card of work, right? Collaboration. I feel, feminine, what you're sending his way is that you're here, but you're moving forward. So he knows you're there, but he also knows that you have to carry on. And this might be something that you guys agreed upon. I'm just not ready. Let's just separate and see how it goes. I need to work on myself. You need to do your own thing. This could be an actual conversation that did take place. But I feel like your vibe is that you're still open to work this out, but it is only going to be after whatever this is, whatever this karmic cycle is over. Because you can't do it to yourself to stay in a situation where both of you are going to drown. You just can't do it. And you shouldn't. Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands, you guys, is, to me, we had the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. I feel like you also realize that there's things that you have to learn as well. And I'm not trying to say, oh, the feminine is a step above the masculine. But when I look at these cards, I do have to say, masculine is coming through as the Page of Wands. You're coming through as the Knight of Wands. You're actually putting things into action. Masculine is saying a lot of things, but he's not actually doing a lot of things. He's thinking about stuff. He's got some great ideas and some great concepts, but he's not putting any action behind those words. The Knight of Wands puts action behind words and does things and goes off and actually lives their lives. So feminine, I really like this because what you're actually indicating to him energetically and telepathically is that you're not sitting around waiting. You're putting yourself out there. You're living your life. You're focused on working on yourself. And if you do happen to perhaps, run across or encounter another maybe soul contract or soul connection that you're communicating, I'll always be by your side, but I will live my life too. So that right there is definitely a feeling of kind of putting a firecracker under somebody else. If they're afraid to lose you, then how much are they willing to put forth in order to fix this or change this or prevent from losing you completely? So this seems to be the dynamic between the two of you, the stuff that you guys are sending back and forth and the things that you guys are aware of each other. All right. So now why don't we take a look and see what is the heart chakra, as in what effect is this information having on your emotional and heart spaces? So let's take a look at this masculine. Let's see this energy. What effect is all of this information having on the masculine's heart space and emotions? Okay, Queen of Swords. Can you ever forgive me? So, not sure if something specific has happened between the two of you, but the masculine feels like there is something that he needs to ask for forgiveness for. Will you ever be able to forgive me? Maybe whatever he's going through right now, he knows that, he knows that it's messed up to basically either cut you out, or ghost you, or just, ignore this connection, whatever is happening here. He knows that it's wrong deep down inside. And so what I'm getting is that how this is having an effect on his heart chakra is that it is putting him into his feelings as just knowing, I know that this is wrong. It feels wrong in my heart. It feels heavy. I don't want to lose you. Can you ever forgive me for not being clear, for not being aware or awake enough to have realized it? So to me, this is like kind of realizing something when it's a little too late. Have I lost you forever? So how all of this stuff that's happening right now is having an effect on your masculine. I'm getting, it was the firecracker under the ass statement that I made. It is having that effect on him where he's realizing, hey, I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you to someone else. I know it's possible with you being out in the world that you may forget me, that you may find someone else. So there's a little bit of that firecracker right now under the masculine. So that's the effect it's having on him. Let's see what effect this is having on you, feminine. Interesting. Can you hear me too? High Priestess. Okay, this is very cool. So the effect that it's having on you, feminine, you can hear the masculine. You're picking up on it, but you're not sure, like, can he hear you too? And I'm just getting here it is being confirmed that yes, because if he wasn't hearing you and he didn't know where you stood, he wouldn't be afraid to lose you. So I definitely feel like, yes, that's a confirmation. You can trust your intuition, that telepathically he is picking up on how you're feeling and what you're doing and what your plans are and just where you stand. So absolutely. Okay. Let's see how else this is affecting this masculine's emotional and heart space. Yep. Let's kiss and make up. There's a Six of Swords. So that Six of Swords, you guys, is very much about moving forward in a positive direction, right? We're moving forward. We're wanting to change things. I feel like, was there Six of Swords in here? Oh, maybe not. I thought there was. But yeah, let's kiss and make up. This is, again, that making up energy. What is there to make up for? There's been something that's happened here, something that went down, something that needs to be apologized for. So this masculine, again, has this firecracker under him. So this is how it's affecting him. I want to resolve this issue. I want to come forward. So in his heart space, he knows that that's the right thing to do. But again, we do know that there is something that's standing in the way. Whoa, Hermit, I feel you pulling away from me. Yeah. And that's the thing, feminine, you know what's going on here. You're really plugged in. So if you take anything from this portion of the reading, know that you are accurately plugged in. You do feel this masculine pulling away. You do feel him going under. You do feel him just kind of drowning in that darkness for sure. So you feel him pulling away from you. What do you do? What would the Hermit do? The Hermit wouldn't chase. The Hermit wouldn't try to change anyone because the Hermit has that wisdom to understand, to know that that's just not the way it works. You're going to retreat and you're going to go within and you're going to focus on yourself. So that's your stance. And I just think that's just a really healthy attitude to have. It really is. So how else are you being, or how else is this masculine being affected by all of this that's coming to him? This is beautiful. You came through as the King of Cups, remember? Very mature, having a lot to say, but, being also discerning, knowing when to say it or when to communicate it. I want to tell you how I feel. So how you inspire this masculine, feminine, just with your heart space and where you're at on your journey, is it actually inspires the masculine to want to tell you how he feels, to apologize to you, to kiss and make up with you, to be open and to share what's in his heart space for you. There it is. Pretty accurate here. Let's see what else. Three of Swords. I feel so betrayed. So that's the thing. Something has happened. Something's obviously happened that has caused some sort of sadness or betrayal. Okay? Absolutely. And that might be why there's this, I want to apologize, let's kiss and make up, and I want to tell you how I feel. I want to actually communicate with you about this. So there is a Three of Swords energy here, unfortunately. And you do feel betrayed, feminine. But rather than wallowing in that, rather than focusing on that, yes, it's a fact. Something happened here. But instead, what you're going to do is you're going to learn from this. And I feel like that's where that Power of Goodbye comes in song, because that's really where you were at. Instead of, staying, blaming, raging, going back for more, all that other stuff. Like, you could have done that, but you finally realized, hey, you know what? I learned that that's just not the way. That's just not the way it's supposed to go. It's just not the way to do things. Some of you guys may have just learned that right off the bat, which is, I can't deal with this. I can't stay in this situation. I have to walk away with my integrity. So, feminine, I feel like your heart chakra, the effect that all of this information is having on you, knowing that this masculine is in a dark place, I feel like it is because of what happened between the two of you. That's why he's feeling dark. Because he's also betraying himself. He's betraying himself right now because he is, betraying himself from looking at the truth or admitting the truth. That's what's happening here. Okay. All right, let's see what else. What else is the masculine feeling? I'm just going back and forth. That way we get perspectives here. Yeah, see, the King of Swords. And I really like this because now we have a pair. We have the King of Swords as well as the Queen of Swords. So we have this duo. Let's set the record straight. Can you ever forgive me? Yeah. Masculine definitely has these feelings, you guys. There's these feelings inside of him. Now, he may have been burying it and covering it for a while because of the betrayal. Okay? It may be hard for him to bring this forward to you. But this is it. This is the firecracker, your energy, your acceptance, your just letting it go, moving on with your life. This actually produces some sort, or I should say inspires some sort of shift and change in the masculine. So where you're at, feminine, really truly is affecting the masculine in a pretty profound way on an emotional and I'd say mental level. For sure. So I really like to see that. All right, let's see what else for you, feminine. My heart chooses you. I'm not saying you refuse to go down the dark path of being angry, and there's nothing wrong, I should say, with feeling anger and feeling rage and feeling all of those normal human emotions that go with being heartbroken and betrayed. There's absolutely nothing to pretend that you're not bothered, pretend that that's okay that someone did that to you. All we're doing is we're bypassing all of the natural healing process that needs to occur. So I feel, feminine, though, that you've already gone through this. You've already gone through all that crap. You've gone through the anger, the rage, the 5 stages of grief, all that stuff. You've gone through it, okay? But in the end, your heart is in a very light place when it comes to this masculine. You may not understand it. You may not know why. You may not know why you still just have love in your heart for this masculine. You may be moving forward on this journey to discover, why you're there. But your heart, is in a better place when it's in this vibration with this masculine, this higher vibration, than in a lower vibration. This actually helps you to move forward. It's kind of like when you forgive people, you're not really doing it for them, you're doing it for yourself. So your heart actually is choosing you, divine feminine. Do you see this? You've made the choice to let someone go with love in your heart. And if they come back to you like a bird, then you know what? Then they're yours forever. But you set this bird free. So this masculine is a free bird right now. Could be that Leonard Skinner song, The Free Bird, okay? And basically, you're choosing yourself, but your heart also does choose to be in this unconditional loving vibration with your masculine. And I'm getting here how it affects him is actually in more of a positive way than it would be if you were just hating on him and sending him daggers. So there's actually the possibility of some sort of resolution rather than just being in a stuck state forever. So you've definitely raised your vibration, feminine, okay? That's what we're seeing. So anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed that so far. We are going to go into some deeper meanings here, some deeper messages. So if you guys would like to join me, I will put the description to the extended reading in the description box down below, as well as pin it to the top comment in the comment section. We're going to go into the astral plane, which is how are you showing up in each other's dreams. So we are going to look at the details of the dreams that are happening here and what the meaning is behind them. We're also going to go into soul contracts. How are your connections that you're sharing with other people impacting you? So of course, we're going to get some details on if this masculine is in another connection and what's going on in that connection and how it's affecting things. And then finally, vibration. How does your current frequency and willingness to grow impact the other? We already know it's having a very profound effect on this masculine, but we're going to see how it's affecting you and just more details in that area. So hopefully I'll see you guys over there. And if not, don't forget to give this a thumbs up or some love if you guys enjoyed this reading, or let me know how you felt about it in the comment section. Really appreciate it. All right, you guys, you take care. Bye-bye.